I've been thinking a lot lately about marriage, about love, about the kind of home I want to build. But something in me still feels broken. Like, I want so much more than I'm ready to carry. Why does this feel so heavy?
Because marriage was never meant to be taken lightly. It's not just a relationship. It's a foundation, a legacy, a reflection of my heart on earth. You see, many people marry out of fear of being alone, fear of missing their timing, fear that love won't come again. But fear makes dangerous decisions. Some marry just because time is going. But time is not a reason to compromise your future.
But I'm tired of waiting. And sometimes I wonder if healing is really worth all this time alone.
It is. Because you're not just choosing for today. You're choosing for your children and your children's children. Marriage isn't just about you and the one you love. It's about the world you're going to create together. The environment your children will breathe in, the patterns they will inherit, the mindset they will normalize. Your spouse becomes the atmosphere your children grow up in.
But what if I've only known dysfunction? What if I don't know what a healthy home even looks like?
Then let me show you. Let me reparent you. Let me heal what you thought was normal. Because brokenness, when left unhealed, becomes a blueprint. And without even realizing it, we repeat what we once resented. You can be wounded by your parents and still become more harmful than they ever were if you never choose to heal. That's why I keep calling you to wholeness, not because I want to keep you waiting, but because I'm protecting the next generation.
So, if I'm not healed, does that mean I shouldn't get married?
It means you should pause long enough to ask deeper questions. It means you should care more about legacy than appearances. It means your healing matters because your children deserve more than your unresolved pain. Marriage requires emotional stability. It requires maturity. It requires the willingness to die to self over and over again.
But isn't love supposed to make things easier?
Love makes things deeper, not always easier. True love is sacrifice, is laying down pride, is choosing patience when frustration feels easier. It's choosing forgiveness when your flesh wants revenge. If you haven't learned to forgive, you'll pass down bitterness. If you haven't learned patience, you'll provoke your children. If you haven't learned to love yourself, you'll misinterpret every act of love from your spouse as a threat. You can't give what you haven't received. That's why this season of your life, this season of singleness, is not wasted. It's preparation.
But what if I'm scared of what healing will reveal?
Then let me walk with you. I never said healing would be easy, but I did say I'd never leave you. Healing means confronting things you've buried for years. It means facing the truth about how you love and how you avoid love, but you're not doing it alone. Stay with me. Let me show you what real love looks like. Not the version you saw growing up, not the version shaped by pain. Let me give you truth so you stop building on trauma.
I don't want to carry this into my marriage or pass it on to my children.
Then stay here with me. Let me teach you how to love. Let me teach you how to receive love without fear, without control, without guilt. Marriage is not for those escaping loneliness. It's for those willing to take responsibility. It's for builders, forgivers, for those who choose healing over convenience and wholeness over image. You can't build a healthy future if your present is still bleeding from the past.
So what do I do now?
Let me rebuild you. Let me pull out the broken pieces. Let me restore what you thought was beyond repair. Let me prepare you not just to be a wife or mother, but to be whole, to be wise, to be rooted in me. Because when you're healed, your love becomes healing for others. If this touched something deep inside you, take it as an invitation, not just to feel, but to heal. The Healing Edition digital question card game was created to gently guide you into conversations that matter, with God, with yourself, and with the parts of your heart you've tried to silence. These aren't just questions, they're open doors to clarity, to restoration, to wholeness. As you walk through them, you'll begin to release what you've carried for too long and make space for the healing you were always meant to receive. Whether you're healing from your past, preparing for marriage, or simply ready to grow, this deck will meet you where you are, one question at a time, one moment of truth at a time. Let this be your next step. Tap the link to get your Healing Edition digital question card game today, and begin again, gently, honestly, and with God.